Hey Darcy, this is Justin at Pacific ID. I have your crash cart trace here, and what I've done is I've mounted a RFID, basically an RFID sticker here on the back. As you can see, it's on the back of each one. Not knowing exactly where to mount these guys, we have all sorts of options in regards to different tag sizes and types. This is kind of a hard tag that we could epoxy. These are tags that we can just take off the liner and put onto the tray itself. Right here is what we have is essentially the gateway. It's the RFID reader, and this would need to be mounted in the cart somewhere. It has the capability of accepting reports or signals from 4 different antennas, which is nice. And then we have different ways of communicating with it. Here on this little 8020, I have a Matchbox reader. It's a small reader. You can see the ruler there. It's not very large in regards to mounting that inside the cart. And what I have is on each one of these trays, I have a kind of a longer RFID label like what you saw when I flipped one upside down. We have turned down the power on the reader so that it only reads at about 1 inch or so. And right now you can see that on these 3 trays, the bottom one is number 2. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, 0002. The middle one is 0001, and the top one is 0000, essentially. We've kind of programmed these tags to have an address. Now, currently, if you look back here, it's reading at about a little less than 1 inch on this lower tray here. Now, if we go back to the computer, this being white means that it's reading. When it's red, it's not reading. I'm going to go ahead and just move the tray just slightly, about 1 inch out, and now I'm no longer reading. You can see I haven't moved it very far. Okay, so if I move it back into position, it will begin to read again. So right around the 2 inch mark is where it stops reading, and we have some sort of control in regards to the power as far as the power goes and the range goes. It's depending on the tag size, obviously the power that the antenna has. Now I can take this reader here and I can move it up, right? And now I can see position number 1, and you can also see we've picked up position 0 when I was moving it up, so we picked up the top tray. But right now we're just reading the middle tray. And if we go back to the physical mount, I mean obviously this isn't perfect, but it's just an example. Now if I move this set of trays out, number 2 basically goes away. So it's a nice start to a very straightforward application. What we think is if there's going to be 4 trays per cart, we would just use 4 small antennas, 1 of these guys, and then we just have to determine what kind of tags that we want. So thanks.